We have Aries, Leo, and Sag being fire signs, but they are distinct from each other. Jupiter is ruling over Sagittarius, expansion. Things get bigger. It goes global. It goes viral. They're everywhere all at once. Sagittarius is the opposite of Gemini. It's very extroverted. Um, Gemini is very thoughtful and close, like poker player, keeping things close to the chest, only talking to a couple of people that you trust and being kind of, I don't want to say fake, but being surface level with a broad amount of people. Sagittarius is the kind of the opposite. You could expand your cultural group and talk to everybody and trust everybody. And Aries is Mars. They are angry. They are ferocious. They are spicy, quick to get angry and quick to forgive. Um, Passion. Once they start something, they can't stop. It's hard to stop. Um, Aries is the go-getter, ruled by the planet Mars. It's also Scorpio, so Mars rules over Scorpio as well. It's kind of like um, the energy of the dark. It is a greater malefic, so it can be used for good or bad. It's kind of like Mars can be good, it can be bad in excess. Too much Mars can be too much it's like going to the gym for 6 to 8 hours a day every day. It's like too much. It'll like burn out. So, and then we have Leo, which is the slow burning, continuous flame, like the sun. It's just there. It's always there, and it's just always burning, and it's quieter. It's the lion that sits and waits. It can be lying in wait. Someone who just kind of waits and burns. Now that could be a grudge. People could hold a grudge if they have Leo in their chart. But the fire signs are not exactly the same. However, what I have noticed is that the fire signs are being affected by the same things because of that impulsive energy in the personality that is like wanting to be ambitious, and what's happening around them is the same. And a lot of these people are interconnected. So let's see what we have. Ten of Pentacles in the reversal. You have created a very solid, you've established yourself in a way that's like bulletproof. Like you are bulletproof. Um, you're not without mistakes or risks. Something is being given to you that was previously held back. And it could be from a person who was wrathful, angry, malicious, a tyrant, somebody who said you're not ready. Yeah, you're going to be uh doing this. Some of you could be traveling. You're going to be very happy. Wow. 10 of Cups. Okay, so somebody could accuse you or has accused you of not paying attention to detail, uh being kind of like unfocused, unprepared. You are definitely prepared. You are getting what you need and deserve. Um, when it's fast and it accelerates quickly, somebody could say, you know what? You have been really losing your focus. But uh, you may accuse someone else of losing their focus with the moon reversed. What is the moon reversed? the Judgment comes on a Seven of Pentacles. Something that's been built up and developed, and there's a consequence for that because there is a falseness. There's falseness. It's kind of like a false police report. Like, even if someone said, I saw that Aries, Leo, or Sag going 100 miles an hour through a school zone, and then they checked the tapes and you were going the right speed, you were going like 15 or whatever it is. And this has been held back, but the Judgment comes on this to see if it really is what someone said it is. Because they really did say this. They really did put this paperwork in. They filed the report, they put the documents in, and it's looked at with moon reversed, which means it's like, this is false. And so you're like, I'm moving on here. It was foolishly done to why? There's a water queen involved in this, a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio reversed. This person could be very malicious. It could also be a person who, it could be a mother figure, it could be a sister figure, it could be a peer, it could be someone who is not really a good friend. This water queen reversed, five of coin reversed, may have felt like you took their job, you took their, that you took something of theirs. Knight of coin reversed, yeah. This person feels you took something of theirs. What is that? Or that you're unreliable? No, you are reliable. You're very reliable. So this person may have said the Aries, Leo, or Sag is unreliable. This person could have been genuinely upset about something, but Queen of Cups reversed is kind of irrational. It brings like a false claim on you, a judgment on you. Why is there a Six of Swords? You move on in the upright. You're just like, what? Yeah, you're going to be notified here. These people believed it, and you may feel like that's kind of sad. Like, oh, these people believe that? Yeah, the High Priestess reversed with Three of Pentacles in the upright. There was a commitment here that was made and trusted that was false. This is very strange. Okay. So the Queen of Water reversed to a Five of Coin reversed. There could be a person who feels very guilty for lying about you, saying that you didn't do something that you did, saying you're not productive, but you are. You didn't pay them when you did. You paid actually more. They're saying Five of Coin reversed. Leaving someone out in the cold, but not leaving them out in the cold. Kind of like making me feel like I'm worthless. Queen of Water reversed. But it comes in with Moon reversed on a Seven of Coin. They look at what was done and what was productive with this High Priestess reversed. And this Three of Pentacles. There may have been witchcraft. High Priestess reversed can be a spiritual person who inverts. There may have been witchcraft done by these people against you. Now, I don't want to say for sure it's witchcraft. High Priestess reversed can just be like false statements, things that are known, talking about someone's privacy violations. They come toward you, Knight of Cups, because you really are a 6 and a 9. You did nothing wrong. The right um the right decision is made here. The Hermit in the upright, with these people, or a man and a child. Temperance reversed. So there could be someone who's very intolerant, which is like a hostile person, a person who has no patience, a person who um is like a tyrant. Your energy is like, I'm gonna be notified that I'm look at where I'm going. And this Emperor reverse can also be a person who is angry, or pushed off their throne a little bit. This could also be what happened to you, Emperor reversed. It could be like something was taken away from you, authority was taken away from you because of what was committed to by this High Priestess reversed, by this secret inverted, by this lie with moon inverted. That's everything here is showing like somebody lied. So we have the day of judgment coming. We have a karmic reckoning coming. Now, this is like somebody else did this. A group of 3 people, perhaps. Um there may have been one person in charge and 2 subordinates. This will be found out. Who are these 2 people? Cup of emotions reversed. Very hasty. What's this about? King of Swords reversed, Queen of Wands reversed. Someone really angry, really jealous, really mad, and someone felt like this is the right thing to do. It's extremely ruthless. It's very improper. It's wrong. It's like very cruel to someone. With this network of people who maybe decided to do this unfair thing, there is a day of judgment coming, and the fire signs are skating free. Not that I don't even think you had anything to do with it. You're a 9 of Pentacles and a 4 of Pentacles. You don't want to risk giving anything away. 5 of Pentacles in the reversal. Feeling left out in the cold, or really leaving someone out in the cold, but not leaving them out in the cold, bringing them in, helping them out. There could also be the idea of something being insufficient or lacking, or it really is lacking. So I've had to move my chair around like 3 times. Some of you might be uncomfortable where you're sitting. I don't know. I've just had to move my chair like 3 times. The Strength in the reverse, Queen of Wands in the upright. Somebody may have been weakened. There may have been a poisoning. I hate to say that. Strength reversed with the Queen of Wands. There may have been someone that did witchcraft or poison, gave something to someone that made them feel sick. Okay, so now this has developed into a negotiation. 2 of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles comes in. Here you go. Sun, you're happy about that. There's someone who really doesn't want to do this. The fact that there's other people here who have broken connections. 3 of Cups reversed. This is about like having to reconcile and make it right. Basically, just make it right. These people are to blame. These 3 of Cups reversed, or there's a broken relationship around these people. Okay, now we have a King of Swords in the upright. Somebody is going to Set the record straight with this Hierophant reversed, this court, this body, this church. Inverted means like they had strange rules, strange policies, corruption, internal corruption. Two of Cups reversed and Four of Cups. You had nothing to do with this. And a King of Wands in the upright. Leadership, power. Okay, finding out the truth about what someone said that really made someone feel like they're to blame. The truth and the Nine of Swords inverted. The truth might make someone feel like they are all at fault. Hierophant reversed is like something very non-traditional, something corrupt, strange, um, policies or procedures that are unsavory. There's a King of Swords and a King of Wands coming in to set the record straight here. With this person who maybe was using social bullying. You had nothing to do with this, and you have nothing to do with this certain scenario. So now you are able to negotiate like on fair terms, or you're going to be given a choice or an option. Somebody may have lied, like openly lied, and agreed with other people that we're all going to stick to this lie. Like, there's an agreement amongst three people where it's like, there's this thing called the prisoner's dilemma. I don't know if anybody's ever heard of the prisoner's dilemma. It's like they take everybody into separate rooms where there has been a crime or wrongdoing, and they know that if they try to play each person against each other, but if each person is like silent or doesn't say anything, they're like, okay, if we all say nothing, or if we all say one story about, if we all commit to the lie, then it'll be fine. Or if we all stick to this inverted false story, it will be fine, because they're all sticking to this false story, which is not true. And you're Six of Air. You're like, I had nothing to do with that. So it's a commitment, and it is a real commitment. Through negotiation and manifestation, and everything comes together, maybe signed paperwork, filed documents, based on false. It's Moon reversed, High Priestess reversed. Maybe some people called you a witch or a warlock, and it was false. Some people may have called you an abusive parent. I mean, so there's two very upstanding individuals that are going to come in and say that fire sign had nothing to do with that. You're going to be thrilled, I think. Yeah, you're going to be thrilled. You might be questioned. You might be questioned, and you might be feeling like, oh my goodness, really? Like, you could be just like, no, I know what really happened. The current energy is you feel like you can't do anything about it. Yeah. You can. You want to be strong. You may feel like your respect for someone is gone down. There's not enough evidence. There's not enough. Somebody may have said, I mean, there's not enough evidence. Seven of Pentacles reversed. Ten of Cups reversed. broken relationships, broken family, Three of Swords reversed, inverted Three of Swords, feeling like it's all your fault. But it could also be, it's not my fault. There's a devil here. Corruption. This group or this team or these people who all agreed and manifested and said, this is our thing that you felt like you had no control over, you are going to prevail. You might be a little disappointed by, I thought we were friends. No, there was no friendship. This was about this was about I don't want to say consistency. It's kind of like if we all are consistent all the time in our story, then there's no cracks in the armor. Nobody will question. There, there's a big crack in the story. The Seven of Swords reversed and the Four of Wands reversed. It never happened. It never happened. And it was false. So you're like, okay, you find out the truth. How does this play for the Aries, Leo, or Sag? Someone is going to have a lot of compassion for you, show you the respect you deserve. They're going to understand your side of things. There is devil. Okay, so there could be some corrupt individuals here. Why are you Seven of Rods? You can't stand your ground. You just feel like you can't. Um, you just feel like you can't. You may feel like I'm not well enough. You may feel like your health is put at risk. I'm unfocused, or I don't have the ability. These people may have affected your health. They may have like messed with I don't want to say food items, but I mean this could have been in like in a place of like where you're supposed to be healing and you're supposed to be um like getting better, like a medical establishment, but you did not because these people weren't doing what they should have done. And you felt like fire reversed. Like, I can't, I don't have the energy. I don't have the energy to go after this. I don't have the energy to do all the paperwork. The Sun card is coming in. So two people are coming in to save you. It might be three because there was a King of Swords, a King of Fire, and a King of Water. What's coming in here for you? Yeah, something wasn't done. It's unfocused, and you had no energy to do it. But the Page of Swords comes in with the moon. They find out the truth about this secret, about somebody's curious and they start to ask, like, well, what happened there? Well, then what happened after that? Oh, well, why didn't that work? So externally to you is this situation of broken contracts, broken promises, false statements. It's just so like criminality. And you're like, I want to be strong, but I just don't feel like I can. Good news, you'll be treated like the Empress. And the math isn't mathing. What they said doesn't hold up. And I mean, for some, not all, but all charges dropped and a negotiation and a discovery, finding something out. Hierophant reversed. Very illegal, very improper. Um taking the rule book and like throwing it out the window. Like, why do we even have rules? Let's just not even do that. And you're like, I don't have the energy. Like, physically, I just can't do it. For some reason, you feel that way. Like, and they are what they expected reversed, Seven of Swords reversed, and Three of Pentacles reversed. It breaks a contract with them because they did everything based on something false. And that was based on a devil. What do we have here? A family. A message of concern from a family member. There may have been a family member. Yeah, a false person. There may have been a family member that ratted you out, or not ratted you out, but like put you in a position where you have no energy anymore. It could be something at a job too. We have occupation. Somebody could have called your work. What do we have here? You come out as the Empress. Law, adjudication, court, imprisonment. Oh my goodness. Someone may have wanted to, like, someone may have felt like you should go to jail. Toil and labor. You're just working so hard. This will all change. You have someone on your side, an ally, a friend, or a supporter. This could be a man. We have this person here. Um, you're waiting, and they're going to give you this gift, which is like metaphorical. This is just like it's a gift from the Most High God, um, through a person. You don't have the energy to do this, and somebody lied. It didn't happen. They broke the contract. Um, you then had to negotiate over something that wasn't done. And ooh, emperor and empress. Okay, what happens here? Somebody may have said you were speeding, you were doing something. That changes. I mean, we had accelerating reversed with the Wheel of Fortune reversed. So somebody may have made a false claim about your uh the external energy to me is what says everything about this. Your energy is like, I don't have the energy. I'm tired. I'm tired of fighting back. What is this? Ace of Rods to a Seven of Rods. What is Aries, Leo, and the Sag energy? Yep, reversed fire. You're just like, I didn't have the energy. You don't have the energy. Maybe you were sick. Wow, you come out of this. Four of coin reverse. Something is given to you that is needed and necessary, and you are very happy about this. Nine of Cups. It's working out in your favor. Corruption is exposed, especially with Saturn in the first house. It has to do with the individual. And when groups of individuals get together, then you have like all different things. You have cults, you have covens, you have charities, you have wonderful things that happen. But when the promises are broken and the commitments are broken and the information is falsified and what was expected doesn't happen, it creates within you this feeling of, well, then I can't do what I'm needing to do. And, if it has to do with healthcare, you could be not getting what you need to feel healthy. It could be about insurance claims that don't go through. It doesn't make you feel. So you have this Page of Pentacles coming in that is going to this message that is going to turn everything around, um, and work in your favor. Some of you may have been up against a corrupt insurance company, something like that. But that's what I have, and I'll see you again next time.